Up and Adam.
Tractor systems are offline.
We are Beyond FM.
Beyond FM.
The future of broadcasting is here.
Up and Adam with Adam Montiel. It's community content from Concentrate. It's Up and Adam with Adam Montiel.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Yes, some say life is just where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
Well, thanks for being here. We're back at it. Thank you so much for being Up and Adam. My name is Adam Montiel. Talk about Back at It Part 2. He's building one of the most fascinating independent music brands on the internet right now, and he's doing it from slow. And Part 2 of my conversation with Phineas Peters, better known as Citizen the Artist, alongside Grace Bennett, we go way beyond the viral videos and social media strategy and kind of into the real human side of what they're building. This is a young creator with millions of followers, a massive online presence, and a creative world that's starting to influence internet culture in real time, all while living right here in SoCal. Until we lose him. Dude's going to have to move to New York or LA soon. We'll talk about that too. We also talk about the real meaning behind the name Citizen the Artist, what it feels like to get recognized in public, the pressure of building a life online, and why this whole thing feels much bigger than just music. It certainly is. There's something really cool about watching a guy from Slow quietly take over the internet his own way without a label, proudly saying they're not using AI, and without playing by the old rules, and doing it with the one he loves. This part of the conversation gets super thoughtful, philosophical, honestly pretty inspiring. I'm excited to have Grace and Finn back for Part 2 of our chat with Citizen the Artist. All right, before we get into that, I want to thank our friends at Benny's Pizza for being Up and Adam. Real talk, if you have not been to Benny's Pizza yet, Upper Monterey, what are we doing? What's going on? Benny's Pizza serving up that Detroit-style heat, thick, crispy edges, sauce on top, sauce on bottom. It don't matter. It's the kind of pizza you literally think about later on. And then boom, happy hour hits. 4:30 to 6:30 Monday through Friday, 3.5 domestics, $2 off premium beer and wine, and food specials that honestly make it pretty tough to leave. Grab a drink, hit the patio, bring your crew, or just claim a table and stick around a minute. 1601 Monterey Street, right there on Upper Monterey and Slow. Call them up, 439-3838. Benny's Pizza. Come hungry, leave with a new favorite spot.
It's Up and Adam with Adam Montiel.
All right, in Part 1, we talked about how this San Luis Obispo-based artist, Phineas Peters, a.k.a. Citizen the Artist, built a massive independent following through music, filmmaking, social media strategy, and viral storytelling. But in this part of the chat, we're going to go deeper. Joining him again, Grace Bennett. So crazy. She's like my old Up and Adam intern. Now, a huge part of this entire creative world that they've built together. We're going to talk about what happens after you go viral, the meaning behind Citizen the Artist, and life as a creative couple, getting recognized in public, and why this whole thing feels less like an internet trend and more like the beginning of something much, much bigger. It's really cool to see somebody living right here in SoCal, quietly building a global audience his own way. Here's Part 2 with Citizen the Artist and Grace Bennett. What about Citizen the Artist? Where'd the name come from?
The Citizen part, I don't even remember how long ago I decided that this was going to be, I was like, if I ever make songs, I'm going to be called Citizen. And I always was drawn to it for the sake of it being like, it can embody kind of everyone, or everyone can live vicariously in a sense through me.
That's cool.
And I want to just tap into the most like human feelings, and be a relatable figure in that sense. And just have a place where everyone feels like we can all belong. But the artist part, I feel like is an important addition, because it isn't. It's interesting, the word artist being used in. I feel like it's really synonymously used with singer songwriter these days, and there was a time when that wasn't really true. So I'm maybe bringing it back and just letting it like holistically encapsulate any medium. So I'm not. Susan the singer would have first of all not been catchy, and second of all, it would pigeonhole me.
Yeah. And then are people like yelling it out? I mean, imagine with the amount of followers and like play, like you're probably getting recognized. I'm sure both of you are. It's probably a thing for sure.
Yeah. Anytime we're in the city, if we're in LA or New York, there's people coming up to us every.
What a trip. Is that weird?
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And
sure.
maybe one day I'll hate it, like in the way that a lot of famous people end up. But
seemingly hating it.
I cannot imagine, but I can't imagine the feeling because
is it clocking that I'm standing on business right now? Right.
Yeah, right. At that level, yeah, that makes sense. But I can't even imagine being miffed by it. Like it's such an honor to be called out by my name.
Yeah. Grace, do people trip when they see the two of you together? Like, oh my God, wait a minute. Are you guys like really?
I think we've seen people do a double take. I think we're more recognizable as a duo
for sure
than just the one person. And especially if we are in costume. We have different costumes for each song, and that's very intentional. Right. We want it to be very recognizable.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not super. It's hard to pick up on when you're just scrolling through the videos.
I mean, a lot of people are like, "Why don't you guys buy new clothes? Can't you afford new clothes yet?"
Yeah, I'm sick of that dress too.
It's like, yeah, we're sick of these outfits.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's part of it. Like, I'm really intentional about making the world building per song. Like, world building's thrown around too much, I feel like, but just having a visual identity distinct per rollout is something really enticing to us. So that makes us more recognizable when we're on set literally filming. It's like people think they just scrolled onto our video.
Right. That's so funny. So you grew up in the East Coast, but you've lived the last several years in San Luis Obispo.
For sure.
How do you like Slow? How does it differ from the East Coast for you? And then I know you guys have your eyes on some big markets and maybe where the wind should blow us next.
For sure. I definitely, I love San Luis Obispo for what it is and for the beauty of it. And I end up going to LA like every week at this point because of the opportunities and networking. So it's like, the obvious question becomes, why don't I go to LA permanently and save gas money, but throw away all, rent? Not that it's like much better here. But the question is, do we, as for us now, this is something we're discussing. Do we go East Coast or West Coast? Because I would love to eventually end up, maybe not eventually, soon end up spending some more time back home. I think artistically, I'd feel better having like weather.
I know, that's time to think of.
I love when the year has a arc to it.
Yeah,
so.
I know. Huh? But you live in New York City, you're going to be like, oh, this is different. It could be exciting. I'm sure there's a lot of things exciting about New York.
Yeah.
Like I said, I grew up in Southern California, so I understand all the fun parts of LA too. Mm-hmm. It's a tough decision, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. It seems like in New York, it's a developed film industry for sure, but it's very different from Southern California, Hollywood.
Yeah.
And right now, it kind of seems like that matches with our brand, which is very unconventional. New York kind of has a unconventional scene. Mm-hmm. And so maybe that's where our interests align creatively right now.
What if you did something before, like something hot like Nashville, or even, you were in Miami. Do any other little, not quite the big A markets, but the small, they're still big markets, but they're not quite LA, New York.
Right. Yeah, I've never been to Nashville and would love to visit. I have some artist friends there now, like remotely. So I'd love to visit and see what it's like. I have to visit before I know if I want to live there. Obviously.
No, for sure.
And Miami was really cool. Feels a lot like California. I wouldn't like to drive there every day necessarily. It's like the drivers are insane. And I love the walkability of New York. That would be a blast to be outside cool. Most of my day.
Yeah.
Something we've noticed with our trips to New York versus living here is that whenever we film here in San Luis Obispo, we get lots of looks. And some of them are really genuinely interested and nice, and they start a lovely conversation. But some of them are like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
New York, nobody cares.
Right.
You could do anything, and they just walk on by. So there's a charm to both. Yeah.
Those recent video you guys did outside the mission, even a little bit inside the mission, it was really well shot. It was great.
Thanks so much.
Really beautiful, happy ending. It was I almost think there's so many there's the music, there's the cinematography, and then there's these stories that almost you feel like people almost go, gosh, there's got to be another venue for these to almost blossom somewhere different.
For sure.
He's like, you're giving me more work, Adam. Like, you're giving me more to do.
Yeah, damn it. No, it's been on my mind, obviously.
It's so cool, though.
I assume you're asking about, like, where does the film stuff go?
I mean, I don't know. Is there another life to it? Is there another? I mean, I don't know.
Absolutely. I mean, I think we're just like sprinkling it in at this point.
Yeah.
So I think we've scratched the surface of what we can do. But the dream for me has always been to like make feature films.
Really?
And
okay. So there you go.
That's still going to be worked in. I mean, I think from a business side, it makes a lot of sense to work that in because of the state of the. Honestly, so the state of the film industry is almost mirroring how like labels are doing right now, in the sense that you need an established following to get label interest, and you can't get a like original screenplay for a feature produced without it being connected to a major IP or being a sequel or whatever, right? So I was kind of realizing what if I establish myself as the IP, and then I can sell original screenplays and get them funded through that, and bring that back. And I think also after like COVID, even we need the theater spaces. I would love to have some sort of impact on getting people to be in person in the theater again, get like movie watching etiquette back on track. And that's obviously something we're venturing into because it's similar to like touring.
It is.
Because it's can I sell tickets? Is there enough demand?
Yeah. That's so interesting.
So we'll be tackling both for sure.
Well, I could just see like something, you produce something and then we put it in the film fest here, you know, and that could just be like this little baby step where it just boom, and then you're film fest.
Right.
And then it becomes this thing. Let's talk about touring. I mean, have you thought, man, these songs are blowing up. I mean, I'm getting fans from all over the country. It's time to go see them.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people have been telling me they want to see me live, and I have a bit of a background in performing, just growing up doing like theater, and I definitely have a love for it. But I've just kind of been waiting for the moment when I can put it together at the quality level that the videos and music itself is at right now, because I want to approach it from an out of the box perspective, and I think I've built some trust with my audience at this point that I'm gonna approach everything in my career with that mindset.
You're not going to half-ass it.
So I'd love to deliver. Yeah, of course.
So we're not going to say any announcements here, but we are saying we're very cognizant that there are people that would love to see Citizen the Artist tour. I'm aware of that. I have a background in it. I'm passionate about it. So,
and drum roll, it's being planned.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
that's great to know.
I will announce pretty soon, probably, when and where. And I have to collect like fan data on where my fans are, get a heat map of where they exist, to know what cities to do.
There's this tension that creators kind of live with now, making like what feeds the algorithm versus making kind of what feeds, I mean, you're an artist. We both are. What feeds the soul, right? How do you personally know when you're creating from inspiration versus optimizing for attention?
This question this ties in perfectly with the LA New York debate, because it feels like everyone's telling me to go to LA for the networking, and I have a draw that I can't even quite explain for New York. Partially just I want to create there, and it's a similar mindset I have with creating in general. I think it started by just cracking the code on marketing in general, and then being able to apply that to whatever we want. So that we can guarantee some amount of attention to what we're interested in making. And I think branding wise, we're like scrubbing out the things that I am least proud of, like as we learn how to compensate for them. Because there's a lot of, like, it's really easy to go viral if you sacrifice everything about yourself. Like if you just go make a scene in the mall or whatever, you can do it. But to get it, but to go viral for something that you care about and want people to see, and for there to be a call to action worked in to go stream the song, it's like it's definitely a huge thing to tackle, and it's taken this is all of my brain power daily for the last 2 years has been trying to crack this, and I don't think we're close to being at the end goal yet. I think there's so much to learn still. but we have learned most of what's been like proven to work at this point. So now it's just kind of invention, I feel like.
Yeah.
So we can invent and see if we can find new ways to get attention that haven't been really done.
I think it's an exciting time to have this conversation. It's an exciting time to meet you and talk to you, to reconnect with Grace. I mean, what's wild to me, Grace, is like, I knew you before this version of this life for you existed the way it is right now, before millions of views, before all this visibility. What's been the strangest part, Grace, about falling in love inside a public-facing creative universe?
I think the lucky thing is that we started falling in love before any of this happened. And so we kind of had this base already built of trust and liking each other's art and liking what the other person liked enough to want to support each other through that. I mean, before this whole Instagram and music thing blew up, he was supporting me when I was doing school and work at the same time, and I was pursuing my passions. And so it's kind of a give and take, and finding your place within what the other person is doing. It feels less like people are watching our love story and invading on it, and more like we are creating something with our love for other people to enjoy and benefit from.
That was so well put. I totally get it. What's on the horizon right now, Finn? What's the release right now? Let me see if I can even pull it up. What's the song we should all be checking out right now?
Well, I just dropped something. I just dropped a song called Coming Home, and we're doing some of the promo for it right now. The campaign for it won't be as long and in depth as we usually go, because we kind of just put this plan together, but I have this new song that I'm finishing up right now. Yeah. That is not announced or anything, or
you don't want
teased
to airdrop it to me.
I could like play a clip of it maybe, but
or no. Or if it's too early, we don't have to, but I mean, fans would probably be cool.
I'll play next time we're on. Okay. I'll have like a really good master at that point. So we're going to do a really in-depth rollout for this. We're really trying this month to get ahead of schedule, which we've never done in our lives. So this involves letting Coming Home, letting Coming Home play out and kind of gain a life. And this is the song this is like song number 10,000 that is about my love for Grace. So, which makes it like it's endless inspiration for me to have this relationship. And to kind of bounce off what she just said, like, I'm so lucky to have the relationships I have. That is like, I cannot lose sight of how immensely fortunate I am just to have friends who have the interests that they have had, in terms of like building a really high level skill set in the film world. My friends growing up just happened to be interested in that, and that's given me the opportunity to leverage that. And we're just like, we get to create every day together. It's like the most fun thing. And we all just inspire each other. What was the question? We're just
talking about all in the whole song and everything. I was so pissed at Grace when she was, first you don't belong hitchhiking on the freeway. And then first of all, this adorable girl's hitchhiking on the freeway. And then she tells you that she's getting married. I'm like, this is not okay. This is not okay. We have to fix this. Thank goodness an episode or two later, it all found out. But I mean, just the idea of like being at this church and you find out the whole thing, and then like seeing that really, I mean, you've been watching some old movies because you took like that like that real like classy way of her falling into your arms. Music comes up and it's like your song and like your real girl, not an actress, like your real production, your video. I mean, it's really good when you watch that, when you both look at this, whether it's on your phones or you're looking in the editing bay or looking at your screen, this has got to feel like quite the production because it's all yours.
Right. There is a deeply personal element to everything. It kind of bleeds through, and that's part of what like is daunting about the possibility of signing somewhere huge or whatever, like expanding the team. I don't want to lose the magic that we have with the group, and I'm sure we never will. But it does make it really special. I hope that it injects some magic into everything, and elevates it beyond just content.
Got a ton of monthly listeners on Spotify. My goodness, upwards of 1 million people listening to you every month. That's crazy.
Shout out you guys.
Yeah, right. Because I mean, it's like the listeners, sure, but then there's the social media. I mean, that's this whole other beast. Then there's the video shooting, and then there's the recording, and then like, are we doing merch? Everyone's doing merch. Are you doing merch? We're
also planning merch right now. Yeah.
I was going to say, where do we even start with the merch?
Well, she has like some Photoshop skills she's breaking out, and
not a lot. This is where the like small team keep everything personal might not be the greatest, because I have tasked myself with designing and rolling out the merch, and that is something that I'm totally not familiar with. But at least it's part of the team.
But that's how we approach everything. Like we didn't know how to do this until we did it. That's you just have to start. And I kind of want to. I hope that I can inspire people to follow in these footsteps. Like the idea that you need to go to film school, get a degree. Like there's value in that for sure. But like, just start before you even know how to do it.
Don't wait for perfect. Just go.
Learn by doing.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Learn by doing. Now, as someone who is doing my own thing now, I love how AI can make me more efficient. Right. Now, with your production, we don't use AI. I mean, maybe with the T-shirts, we can let her use a little AI.
Not for me.
We're kind of on this like thing now. We're just like we've kind of put our like all 10 toes down. We're not doing AI at all.
Yeah, I mean, we've obviously made a bit of a statement about it quite publicly, so
for sure
we do have to stick to it in that regard. I'm not blind to the value of it, and I can see a lot of areas where it has immense value. I think creatively,
especially when you're doing something so independent.
Right. I think it goes hand in hand with the idea of. I mean, we were just doing this the now old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
For years and years, so we're just continuing to do what we've always done, but we have to make a bit of a statement about it because the accusations come in, because it's like unbelievable to some people that this isn't a huge budget thing and does not incorporate AI.
Who is noticing details with things first, either in the relationship and in the projects between the two of you?
Noticing details, like with
maybe like picking something apart, or notices something like, oh, I'm glad you caught that. Is there one of you that's doing that more than the other?
I feel like we both kind of do it. With music, I can think of like he'll show me a demo, and I'm able to say, there's this one thing that doesn't sound quite right, and I don't have the vocabulary or the language to quite describe it, but he kind of knows what it means.
Right. I mean, I think generally for creative criticism, it's important to take a look at the areas people notice there being like problem areas, but not to take to heart the specifics of what suggestions come thereafter, and kind of just get a heat map of where the problem areas are, and go back, put a creative mind back on, and try to solve it yourself. But it's really valuable to have the team around me is my like second, and fourth set of ears, because I hear these songs over and over again.
Right.
Not only producing and writing it, but then we make the videos for like a month straight after. So,
are you able to like? I'll go to like my fiance, and I told you she's from the East Coast, so she's very easy at being honest and, but also very loving. And it's like, how are you able to, because you're part of the creation too, to be able, if you hear something or maybe see something that you're like, I don't know, Finn, maybe we need to tweak this a little bit.
Yeah. It seems like a difficult line to toe. I have a lot of friends ask me that same thing, like, oh, you're working with your boyfriend now. Was that like weird? And honestly, it's not really, because we've kind of been working together in this capacity for our whole relationship. We've been working creatively together. And so we can sort of switch on and off the, hey, you need to email this person. Oh, no, I'm late kind of thing. But at the end of the day, it's really about creative collaboration, and there's no sort of argument or butting heads with that. That's just like you're creating with this person that you love.
All right. Speaking of creating, what is on the horizon that we might see? Obviously, Coming Home is out now. Is there something that we got in the edit bay that we might be releasing in the next couple weeks? Keep an eye out for it, or what?
Yeah, I'll just announce it now.
Let's do it.
I'm working on a song called Over It.
Okay.
Which Grace has been so excited for, because I had like a tiny snippet of it months ago, and I played it for the team, and they were all like, "This is really sick."
It's so cool.
Really
so
cool.
It's like Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake,
early 2000s.
It's awesome.
Is it a little? You have nothing on your phone?
You could, if you want to just play like the first, as long as you press pause before it gets too far.
Of course, totally.
I will send you this right now.
This is
super
breaking.
exclusive.
This is super exclusive.
But before that, you have the collab song.
Oh, and I have a song coming out with J.O., who is another independent artist who's up in L.A., coming out on the 22nd. So look out for that as well.
Okay, so that's a little
busy
over a week
month.
away. Yeah, it sounds like it. Okay, here we go. Let me go. Accept. All right, here we go. I'm going to show in Finder, drag this into Audition. There, I see it. Okay, now
So this is
tell me
subject
where
to
you want me to
change.
stop it.
Go like 20 seconds is probably fine.
Okay, so I can play the first 20 seconds.
Yeah.
In fact, you could just drag your hand over your neck and I'll stop it.
Yeah, I'll just give you dagger stare.
Yeah. Okay, well, I got to turn off Spotify first where I got you going. Let me see.
This is all subject to change and to get better, but yeah, this is
I
work in
just think
progress.
this is so cool that you're even willing to do this. Like,
For sure.
This is kind of the cool thing about independent music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is exciting.
I had no plan to announce this, but like, yeah,
No
let's
way.
go for it. Let's do it.
I love it. Okay, here we go. This is the demo, so it could change, but here's Over It, and then you just wave your hand when it's
I'll
time to
give you
stop.
the signal.
She's over it. Don't go crying on the phone again. She might take that personal. They're over all over again.
Ooh, I like this.
She likes some.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the sound.
That's pretty cool.
A little innovation, a little throwback as well.
Yeah, I love it.
Early 2000s.
That sound is like so in right now. Tate McRae,
Sure.
Addison Rae.
It's a big wave.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be great. And so
Yeah.
this maybe for the summer or for...
Yeah, I mean, hopefully I'll get another one out before summer starts as
Okay.
well. We'll see how well. I had mentioned earlier, I'm trying to get ahead of schedule.
Sure.
If I succeed,
Yeah.
there will be another song next month as well for like the summer song, because everyone wants a summer banger.
For sure.
So, yeah.
And then you guys got to go, okay, we got the summer banger. We got this one Over It. Sounds dope. But now what is the scene with me and Grace? What is the acting? What are the outfits? What are we
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Right. So you got to think of all these things.
Yes, for
And
sure.
then now are you also thinking like, what is the trend? What is the cinematography way we're going to make this catch where other people are going to want to latch on?
That's been being a part of the process earlier and earlier.
Yeah.
As for the last few songs, it was a discussion before I even made the song. This was a song that I just kind of came out of me, and then we decided what to do with it.
Yeah.
Like some of the songs end up just being that, which I think is good to have a balance of, just for the creative process, have a balance of spontaneous and like analytically designed products.
Yeah.
And
It's so
so
cool.
yeah, we're designing what the rollout is going to be as of this week, and getting like a trip booked. Which, should I not say that until it's booked? Probably.
We could say we're planning to go to New York to film the rollout for this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Which should be fun. We're going to try to, usually we do a trip and it's really valuable because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
But like engage with this creative process as a group. So we just get a hotel, and it's like it can
like a
consume us
retreat of
for
sorts.
it's like a retreat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're going to try to like do a longer trip than usual because we always run out of time on these. So
What do you guys like to do in your spare time? Like, what do you guys into? What's fun while you're still in slow and, you know?
It's been teaching me how to juggle.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, new one we just picked up. Juggle.
Three things, or can you add 4?
I'm trying to work on 4. Introducing her to 3.
Do 3.
That's so cool.
But
If we give you, see those water bottles? If I give you 3 of those, you think you could do it?
I could
I
probably
couldn't, but he could.
probably
He's really good.
handle it for a second.
Go ahead. Yeah, grab
Should I
it.
grab them?
Yeah.
I'm about to smash like a bunch of glass.
This guy, he like pulls out the craziest talents.
I love that. Random
Ever.
talents are pretty
Like-
fun.
He's insane.
I'm just interested in everything.
You right? Is that right?
I always have been. So I went, like as a kid, we went to the circus. The circus came to town.
Yeah.
And we went, and I was like, that is so cool. at the gift shop at the circus, I bought juggling balls, and there was a pamphlet. Oh, could I fucking do this? I don't know. Can I swear? I should have asked.
No, you're totally fine.
So I was like, I tried to see if I could.
That's pretty good.
That counts.
That's totally
And I
counts.
won't try again in case it goes worse. So
I love when you're trying to put him in a pyramid.
I want
You're
to look
super
nice.
circus, bro. That's so great.
So yeah, I just get inspired by any like
Random
live
shit.
performance. I'm gonna
And
be
that's the
inspired
thing.
by.
It's because, circus was this live performance that would just engage you and dazzle you. And so I could see why that would be a really fun thing. So I love it. Well, next time you're going to be juggling.
Yeah,
We'll see you. Yeah.
Yeah, she has to practice. That's
Yeah.
good.
Practice, I'll give-
Get a deadline in there so that we stick to it.
This has been so much fun. I would love to connect with you guys again.
Yeah.
I think this is so awesome. Like I said, became a fan. I love the hustle. And, I love the anchor. I mean, that anchor in your bio, it's on your arm.
Nice note. Wow.
It's
that's
huge.
very attentive.
Yeah. I mean, that's really, this is because there's a lot of symbolism there.
Yeah.
What anchors you? And
Right.
it could be personally, creatively, spiritually, but obviously grace, right?
My team for
Yeah,
sure.
right.
Also, it's just it's like the state symbol of Rhode Island. So I grew up on the East
course.
Coast, and it's a huge like East Coast thing. And it was my mom's birthday. I was like, let's get matching tattoos. So I got us. She has a matching one on her.
No
on
way,
her
your
wrist
mom.
as well.
That's so rad.
Yeah.
My final question is you've really built something that most artists dream about. An audience that found you, and not the other way around. No label promo budget, no radio play machine, no publicist blasts. What do you think people are actually connecting with? And maybe this is kind of for both of you. And when you strip it all the way down, what is it about you and the whole thing that makes that stranger press follow and want to jump on board?
It's hard to turn off like my business mind because it's so important to stay on top of it every day. And this is like a branding question essentially, but it's also deeper than that. And I like from a branding perspective, the answer is like you have to kind of watch and see what the people naturally do and then push what works. Because it can't really be manufactured. So I think like authenticity is really the foundation. So the fact that we've built the brand on things that are foundationally true to us is really important. And I mean, from like video to video, it's a hugely different like conversion to people wanting to stick around and see more. So usually if there's like some tease of like if the video is too satisfying, people just like don't go stream the song or whatever because the video serves its purpose on its own.
It satiated them.
So it needs to, there's a weird balance there. And then I think any video where like back when we did car reaction videos where I'm showing Grace the songs, the like follower conversion was higher. And I think we should kind of be bringing back more personality stuff and just get not like manufacture a parasocial relationship, but give people the option to like get to know us.
Yeah, I think at the core of that, on another level, the reason why people are more inclined to follow us is because they can sort of sense that we are having fun making these videos, which we are. I hope
that's true. I hope people can tell.
Yeah, we really do. Like when you asked what we do for fun, the first thing that I thought of was
make videos.
Yeah.
Because it is so fun. We're making videos with us and our best friend Scotty and Finn's brother Elliot. And it's just the four of us, and we're best of friends, and we know how to work well with each other. We know that we like to work with each other creatively. And so I think people can sense that, and in ways that other artists who pay for camera crews to come film them, they don't have
it's
that.
not made with love.
Yeah, it's not made with love. Yeah.
Can't be.
I love it. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I hope you guys have had half as much
Thank you
fun
so
as
much.
I have. This is really good.
I'd be surprised if you had more fun than me.
Yeah.
I got to juggle.
Yeah, right? I mean,
drinking rosé.
Who knows? I mean, you ended up breaking down some songs, opening up things you didn't even know. Maybe that was the rosé.
You tricked me. You win. But no, I'm more than happy to share, and it's our honor to be on.
Yeah, it's so fun. Full circle.
I know.
This was so cool.
Yeah, good. We'll definitely have you back. We'll put all the links to everything Citizen the Artist in the show notes, and I can't thank you guys both enough for being up and at 'em.
Thank you so much. Hell yeah.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Let's start again.
Finn, Grace, thanks again for both of you for this chat. What I love about you guys, building, it's like, it feels so intentional. It's not just the music, it's not just the videos, but this whole creative world around it. And as somebody who's watched Grace's journey from interning on my radio show to like time writing for KSBY and doing what she was doing over there, and now helping build one of the most interesting independent creative brands online, it's just super cool to see. And Finn, I think that's what's most impressive is that you're proving you don't have to leave your creative identity at the door to build something big. You guys are doing it your own way to a global audience from here. Wow, pretty cool what both those young folks are doing. My goodness. Finn, Grace, clearly making a connection. So you could follow Citizen the Artist across Insta, TikTok, YouTube, stream them wherever. All the links, everything you need. Also, Grace has more and more folks are like, how do we learn more about this girl? She's like super cute. She's a great actress. And how do we learn more about her? Well, she's got an Instagram now. So I put Grace's Insta in there as well, like her public one. So boom, there you go. Thanks both of them for being up and at 'em. All right. I want to thank our friends at the Mountain Air for also being up and at 'em. Not easy to have a retail shop in this area for over 50 years. They've done it right there on Marsh Street where you'll find them. They've been helping generations of locals get outside at all levels, hiking, camping, climbing, heading to the snow, whatever you're doing. And they're so hyper local. Josh and Lindsay Herring, a great couple. Love what they're doing. It's not overwhelming. It's not transactional. When you walk in, you're seen, you're felt, you're heard, and they'll help you. If you're headed to the snow, is there still snow? I don't think there's snow anymore. But anyways, they got the only full service ski and snowboard repair and rental shop in the county. That tells you everything. Plus a couple doors down, they got the Switchback. It's their sister shop where you can buy and sell used gear. So your stuff gets another shot. Maybe someone else can try their hand at it. And this is what local advertising is all about. Real business supporting real communities and keeping that connection right here at home. So if you stop by, if you follow them on Insta, let them know that you heard them on Up and At 'em. It's really important. And say thank you to them for not just keeping it local with who they serve, but keeping it local with the dollars they earn. They're supporting new media, and I thank them for being Up and At 'em. Learn more at themountaineer.com, theswitchback.com, the Mountain Air, San Luis Obispo. All right, good stuff. Lots going on. Busy week. All right, I want to thank our friends at Moonshiner Collective for original music on this show called Start Again. Check them out wherever you get your music. Stream them anywhere. Also, moonshinercollective.com for the latest. Up and At 'em is recorded at Slow Cal Studios in the heart of San Luis Obispo County, California. Slow Cal, where the wine is world class, the people are real, and life is too beautiful to rush. Returns well taken. Visit slowcal.com. That's SLOCAL, slowcal.com. And if I had it my way, we would all call this place Slow Cal, even overusing the term Central Coast. Because if you think about it, Central Coast is, I guess sometimes if you're talking about like Monterey and like Big Sur and you're talking Santa Barbara and you want to lump us in with them, sure, Central Coast. But when you're talking Slow Cal, you are talking San Luis Obispo County. You are talking us, baby. You are talking this home right here. And that's why I like it even more. Because sometimes it puts that pin even more specific. You know what I mean? All right. Look, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, your week ending soon, getting closer and closer to Friday. Thank you so much for connecting, rating, reviewing, subscribing to the show wherever you listen to it. It means a ton. New episode of The Pour. Check it out. It's not all Paso, not all wine. We talk about all kinds of stuff on The Pour. You remember what I did for 15 years with the Court Dorks. So that's kind of what, I just don't have that name. So I call it The Pour. So check it out for us. Would love you to get on board and follow along with that show too. And then how can you forget Where Wine Takes You? My baby with Paso wine, talking all wine, all Paso. That's the way we roll. Top 10 wine podcast in the country. Where Wine Takes You. You can, again, listen to it wherever you're listening to this, and you can learn more, PasoWine.com. AdamMontiel.com if you want to reach out. We're cruising. Yeah, we're going to the Danube November of 2027 with Cork and Cruise. There'll be a link there on adamontiel.com. You want to learn more? We're going to be going with Epic Estate Wines with LXV. It's going to be so much fun. I cannot wait. Would love to have you on board with us. adamontiel.com/cruise for more. All right, till next time. Thank you so much for connecting here. My name is Adam Montiel. Have a great day. Thanks for being Up and Adam.
Some say life's where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again. Let's start again. We'll start again. Let's start again.